Hi again, this is another article from the truthrevolution.net. I actually saw it when I was reading the previous article about the effect of 5G, or possible effects of 5G on bird population in Holland. This article is 5G network uses the same EMF waves as Pentagon crowd control system. Global rollout of 5G is well underway, and we soon may see new small cell towers near all schools, on every residential street, dispersed throughout the natural environment, and pretty much everywhere. But the safety of this technology is in serious question, and there is a raging battle to stop the taxpayer-funded implementation of 5G. The new cell network uses high-band radio frequency millimeter waves to deliver high bandwidth data to any device within line of sight. Quote, "Today's cellular and Wi-Fi networks rely on microwaves, a type of electromagnetic radiation utilizing frequencies of up to 6 GHz in order to wirelessly transmit voice or data. However, 5G applications will require unlocking a new spectrum of bands in higher frequency ranges above 5 GHz to 100 GHz and beyond, utilizing sub-millimeter and millimeter waves to allow ultra-high rates of data to be transmitted in the same amount of time as compared with previous deployments of microwave radiation." End quote. Continuing, one of the ways 5G will enable this is by tapping into new unused bands at the top of the radio spectrum. These high bands are known as millimeter waves and have been recently opened up by regulators for licensing. They are largely been untouched by the public since the equipment required to use them effectively has typically been expensive and inaccessible. Among the many potential problems with exposure to 5G radio waves are issues with skin, which is interesting when you consider that this technology is already being used in the military for crowd control purposes. Quote, "This kind of technology, which is in many of our homes, actually interacts with human skin and eyes. The shocking finding was made public via Israeli research studies that were presented at an international conference on the subject last year." Below you can find a lecture from Dr. Ben Ishai of the Department of Physics at Hebrew University. He goes through how human sweat ducts act like a number of helical antennas when exposed to these wavelengths that are put out by the devices that employ 5G technology. And here's the link, you can link to that and watch it. The US military developed a non-lethal crowd control weapon system called the Active Denial System, ADS. It uses radio frequency millimeter waves in the 95 GHz range to penetrate the top 1/64th of an inch layer of skin on the targeted individual, instantly producing an intolerable heating sensation that causes them to flee. I think this technology might have been used on TIs as well. This technology is becoming ubiquitous in top world militaries, demonstrating how genuinely effective this radio frequency energy can be at causing harm to humans and anything else. Quote, "US, Russian and Chinese defense agencies have been active in developing weapons that rely on the capability of this electromagnetic technology to create 5G burning sensations on the skin for crowd control. The waves are millimeter waves, also used by the US Army in crowd dispersal guns called active denial systems. That's another article. The fight over 5G is heating up at the community level, and awareness of this important issue is spreading fast. For more background on 5G, watch this video from Take Your Power, and you can link to this. And I'll leave a link of this article below as well. So thanks for watching.